are you? Hope you slept well. Everything with you and around you. Okay, I want to talk about some of the things people say to me, some of the questions people ask me, some of the burning issues that has to do with marine. I want to briefly touch some of them today. My name is Yoku. My name is Esther Marina from Umuahia North local government area of Abia State. I live and reside here in Lagos State. I am marine. I know why I always say these things by introducing myself, so that you won't misunderstand yourself. Because when you misunderstand yourself, you will misunderstand me. Okay? That is why I always tell you who I am, what I am, where I live. And through my teachings also, you will begin to understand who I am, what I represent, so that you can tell yourself also the truth. Now, for so many years, I've been saying that marine, anyone who is SNY, will not get married. People, we live in a generation that people don't like to listen. They like to talk because they have hands to type. Technology, science and technology has made it so easy for you to obtain a phone, buy a phone, and begin to type and begin to talk without paying attention, without listening. Listening and paying attention and understanding are different things. Once they hear that one, that feel that to them, they feel like you want to drag them to your level. You want to rubbish them. You want them to feel as if they don't know anything. A lot of things go through the minds of so many people that is so crazy. If you are not strong, if you're not careful, you will be destroyed. You become an angry person like them. You become all kind of things. When I say that, I know the reason I say that. When I say that, some of these younger ladies, young girls, young ladies, they flare up, they get angry. I don't know why they get angry. I don't know why they flare up, and I don't want to know. Okay? We live in a generation that everybody wants to be heard. Everybody wants to show that they are better. Everybody wants to show that I know what I'm talking about. No, you can't suppress me. No, you can't tell me what to do. It's okay. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. I'm here to pass my message across. My name is Yoko. Let's get straight to the point. Here on social media, here on YouTube, I've been getting so many comments. But the second comment, the last comment was yesterday when a lady said, where I discussed about dangers of marrying a marine and why you should not marry a marine. There are two different videos here on YouTube. I'm not live on Facebook, I'm live on YouTube because these questions has to do with people, some of my kings and queens here on YouTube. She said something to me. She said, in my village, I'm going to use her own as a case study because these are things people see me on the road and talk about, people come to my house to talk about. She said, in my village, a marine is a wine. She will get married. They will do the necessary things, dowries and everything, and they settle her spiritual husband and everything. But if the man messes up, he will have problem. He will be poor. He will be this. He will be that. Okay? Eventually, this and that will happen. The man, she will not marry the man again, this and that. And I told her, it's also like that in my village and every other villages. But I asked you this question, why do you want to get married without knowing who you are? Why do you, as a marine, want to get married without starting your work? Let me tell you the truth. We are Africans. We are men. Believe that they are men by the kind of women they keep outside. Hardly you see men, especially the African men, being faithful in their marriage. Because if they are faithful in their marriage, it simply means they are not man enough. It simply means their wife has tied them. This is the generation we live in. And some of you ladies, I don't understand. You believe that when he marries you, because you love him, you will change him from being who he is, who he has been told he is, right from day one. or because of your love, you will change him. No, a man changes for somebody he loves. You can't change a man. A man will change for who he loves. He can marry you, but he doesn't love you. This is the generation we live in. So what is the need of going through those process of getting married, and which you know that the man will eventually behave like a man, and he will not be poor to the extent even after his death. Then a lot of sacrifice will have to be done for them to release the man. Then the man will go. You will now go back to square one again and start looking for another husband. Does it make sense? Is it making sense to you? What is the need of going through those processes when you know that the man will always be a man? He will behave like a man and do what other men does. So what is the need? These are things I've been talking about. A lot of people who decided, there was this frenzy to get married to a Marine on social media 2-3 years ago. It was like everybody want to marry as a one. Some of these men today, they don't have shishi. Things are so hard for them, that eating 2 square meal in a day is terrible. They are so going through hell. Because he decided to be a man. He decided to live the way other men are living. And they found out late that it's not possible. Some of them, their wife are feeding them right now. That is the worst thing that can happen to a lot of men. Your wife is the one catering for everything, feeding you, paying the bills. Do you think you're a man? No. Do you think she'll respect you? No. Do you think she'll still love you? No. These are what a lot of people who got married to marine people are going through. And I'm here talking about why you shouldn't get married. You get pissed off. Why? You get pissed off. A lot of you have branched into being a marine and a native doctor. You are Ezenwani Dibia, you are Ezenwani Odogu, you are Ezenwani this. You have gotten so many names, and you think you're going to escape it. I don't understand. I grew up seeing a lot of women in my village getting married marrying other wives for their husbands. But this is a generation where people live anyhow life they want to live. And when it's time for them to settle down, they begin to demand the rest, the best. They demand loyalty, honor, respect. They demand love, which they don't know what it's all about. So what is the need of going through that and bringing children into this world that you will not be a partaker in bringing them up? The earlier you tell yourself the truth that this is Africa. Does not matter the century we are in, this Africa. Men will always be men. They will behave like men and do whatever it is they do. Then the better for you. You won't come out and be saying another thing. I have said it time and time again. If you are a married, you want to get married, fine and good. Nobody's holding you. Nobody's stopping you. But know the consequences. Also know what you are in for. He is not only your husband. He will behave the way he's supposed to behave because he's an African man. I said supposed to behave, okay? He will do whatever he want to do. And you, as a Marine, will get him angry as usual, the way you are meant to be angry. Whether you caught him cheating on you or not, your spiritual guides and guards will tell you what he's doing, and they will deal squarely with him. You alone will become the breadwinner. You alone will become the man and woman. You alone will be everything. And what happens to the man? Spiritually, physically, he's dead. Financially dead. Everything about him will be off. Eventually, one day, if you are still in that marriage, he will die. And you will look for another husband. And you also kill the next man. Or in case you don't know, you are the one killing them. You are. In my videos, I said, getting married to a Marine is toxic. But some of them need to hear something. Or because somebody is telling you, settle. And you have been settling, and all the things you have been settling, nothing is happening. Right? Let us tell ourselves the truth. In one of my videos, I said, if you want to get married, getting married to a Marine, or the dangers of getting married to a Marine, or you as a Marine, you want to get married, you don't need to stay in the same house with the person. Both of you are not supposed to stay in the same house. Because a lot of you ladies are not matured. Physically, you're not matured. Spiritually, you're not matured. A little thing triggers you. And when you become triggered, everything around you, anybody that hurts you, anything that makes you unhappy will begin to pay dearly. Will begin to have all manner of consequences, okay, to their detriment. You know, some of you are only powerfully strong when you're angry. When somebody hurts you, become angry and you begin to flare up. You begin to lay causes that will happen. But you will not use that anger and channel it to better yourself. You will not use that anger and channel it to better your own family. But you can use it to destroy others. Does it mean you know who you are? You don't know anything about yourself. You have no right getting married. Okay? You have no right. Look around you. A lot of spiritually powerful people. Most of them are politicians. Most of them are entrepreneurs, mighty businessmen, multi-dollar, million-dollar businessmen and women. They are not married, but they have baby daddies or baby fathers or baby. You think they are stupid? Is that what you think? Heartbreak and heartache and not having love and all my mates are married and all the societal whatever has made a lot of people begin to rush into marriage that they don't understand. And when it breaks that, they come out and start screaming that marriage, God forbid, that will not. No, marriage is beautiful. Marriage is good. Love is beautiful. It's simply that you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know who you are. You don't know why you are going into it. A lot of people get married through different reasons. Different reasons. At least a man get married for one reason. He might love you or he doesn't love you, but it's time for him to get married. Automatically, you respect him because he's your husband. But a lot of women get married not because they love the person, because he's available. Because he knows how to take care of a woman. Because he's caring. Because I love him. Because all my mates are married. Because, different reasons. And tomorrow he said he changed. He didn't change. It's just that you don't know him. He never changed. You don't know him. When somebody like me or somebody out there here on social media is talking about something you don't understand at that point in time, you don't need to comment. You don't need to say anything. Maybe one day your own understanding might come. Some people, their own understanding comes in the morning, some afternoon, some night. Some, their own understanding comes in the beginning of the year, some in the middle of the year or the last months of the year. But we all have our own time. Okay? We have our own time. There are a lot of things men don't know about being a marine, being spiritual. Men are physical beings, women are spiritual beings. A lot of women knows who they are spiritually. They know, they don't want to do anything about it. So they use it to hurt anybody that hurt them, to destroy anybody that destroys them. And here we are today, somebody telling you, go and settle your spiritual husband, go and settle your spiritual wife, so that you can get married. A lot of people have asked me that question. I say, but somebody can settle their spiritual husband and get married. Somebody can do this, kill goat, kill fowl, kill ram, kill. I said, no problem. Oh. No problem. That is you. I don't know where you're coming from. I don't know who told you that. Okay. Now, since you guys have been married, what has been happening? Have the man become okay? Is he richer than he used to be before? How is his health? How is your children? How is everything around you? How is your love life? Is it working? But actually, excuses begin to pop up here and there. I want to tell you a secret. Dioti ade kuchekwa ni fofuru n'enu nkwụ. Maka okwuche ife ino furu n'enu nkwụ, ịghọtago mgbe ọ nọ n'enu nkwụ, many will not climb the palm tree. A palm tree, what it means is that a palm tree tapper, palm wine tapper, does not say everything he saw when he's up there. Because if he begin to say everything he say when he's up there, so many will believe him, so many won't believe him. He might even embellish it with lies. If you are marine, you know yourself, you understand yourself. And you see a man you love, you want to get married to. Because you have understand the awesomeness of your power, of who you are. You have come to terms with yourself. You have, the spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophet. You have understand your spirit and yourself. You know how to give command, how to say yes, how to say no, how to say sit down, how to say stand up. You have come to the realization of yourself. You want to get married. All you need to do is that simply commune with your spiritual guides and guides. Commune with your spiritual husband. Everybody have their own ways of communicating. It's not something you go to a native doctor or as a wine to do for you. It is a spiritual thing. You know how you communicate with your spiritual husband. If surely you have a spiritual husband. You know, some of you said you have spiritual husband because somebody told you. You have spiritual wife because somebody told you. You have spiritual husband and wife because, you know, when your body is still young and firm, men will rush you. When your body don't, they go down, okay? You're no longer of age, okay? Men will begin to leave you and look for younger girls. You begin to term it as spiritual attack, as your spiritual husband is doing you, as something is doing you. You understand me? But if you know exactly who you are, you know how to communicate with them. I want this man. I want this woman. This is what I want with them. This is what I want to do. This is how many years I want to stay with them. I want this. I want that. I want this. I want that around them, for them. I want this. I want that. And when that time comes, you begin to go. You will leave. So that man, that woman will live long. You won't go out with the money you give to them. You won't go out with the blessings. But today the reverse is the case. You rather like the quick, you know, shortcuts. Shortcuts. You understand? Cables, or you know, when you run faster than your shadow will run faster than you. We will see who will tire. If you run faster than your shadow will run faster than you. Make I see how you go overtake your shadow. It's not possible. Sometimes you ask the right question from the wrong people who will give you wrong answers. And sometimes you ask the right question from the right people who will give you the right answer that you will eventually reject. When it happens, your eye go clear. Some of you have been so complacent. You have become so, what is the word I always use? You have become so familiar. You have become so familiar with spiritual things that you take them for granted. To you, it's nothing. After all, you need to settle. After all, nothing is there. Just like the Christians, they can do anything they want to do so long as they go on Saturday to confess their sins and go on Sunday to plead the blood of Jesus to wash their sins, so that next week they will start again. By weekend, they will still go and confess and cover themselves with the blood of Jesus, so that the next week they will still continue again. It goes on and on and on. So you have become so familiar, okay, with the things of the spirit because of the things you see, and you believe that it is easy and it's possible. It's the sacrifice has always been it. So just get a goat or cow or something, okay, or chicken or hen, okay, and sweet things, and just settle your spiritual guards. After all, their spirit, they are hungry, they need to eat something so that they can allow me to live anyhow I want to live, okay. After all, always give them something. Because you believe spirituality is all about sacrifices. As in the sacrifice I'm talking about, that you are talking about, that you believe is killing of goat and ram and cow and all the rest of them. But you don't know what sacrifice is all about. You don't know. So, my dears, my queens and my kings, every tradition has their own. Settle your spiritual husband, get married and everything. If the man messes up, of course, men are meant to mess up. You call it mess up. If the man behaves anyhow, of course they will behave anyhow, because they are African men. They are men. You didn't get married to them. They got married to you. They are men. They will always behave like men. But some of you ladies don't think ahead. You are particular about the ring on your fingers. That is the only thing. You are particular, that ring and the wedding. You don't think about the marriage. You don't have long-term plans. What if I don't get married? What if the man messes up? What if something happens? What if he eventually leaves me and marry another woman? What if he dies tomorrow? What if he's poor? You don't think about that. And because you don't think about that, all the blames is on men. Men did this, men did that, he did that, he did. Of course, he will do that. Oh, some of you said, oh, God forbid, it won't happen to me, can never happen to me. It will happen to you. It must happen to you. It will eventually happen to you, whether you like it or not. Oh, be faithful to him. Be so nice. Be wonderful. Be what is it called? A virtuous woman. Oh, do all the things necessarily. Lay your life for him. Do everything. He is a man. He will behave like a man. It is written. It is the way it is. Oh, I gave him my heart. Oh, did he give you his heart? Oh, I love him so much. I was there for him. Was he there for you? You know, sometimes you love people who don't love you. You care for people who don't care about you. You dedicate yourself to a relationship that has nothing to do with you. You make plan with a man that you are not even in his plan, and you come out tomorrow and start talking. What are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying? That you love somebody doesn't mean they will love you equally back. Okay, please. Let's be guided. Let's be careful. Let's be careful. Oh, I love him so much. Oh, why do you love him so much? Because he is caring. He gives and gives and gives. And one day the giver will get tired of giving, and he will see somebody who will also invest in him. And you said he abandoned you. No, you were just the collector. If you have a job, if you have something doing, where he will put, you will put. You can tell me you were there for him. You were there for him doing what? You can take my words as insult. You can take my word as a teaching, as an idiom, as a proverb, as source of life. So will it be to you. But if you get offended as usual, no problem. One day you hear me. Tell yourself the truth. Does it worth it to get married? You know how much the man spent on the traditional wedding day and all your bride price and everything. And eventually, men being men, he will see somebody outside. Or he has somebody outside already. And he begins to do his normal doing. And you get offended. And you being offended, you know, women, some of us, our tears is so dangerous. Even if you're not a Marine. You begin to get angry. It reflects on you and on the children, and begin to, affect his finances, affect everything about him, affect his mental health. Okay? And you want him to come and do sacrifice and confess that he cheated on you, or he's having extramarital affair outside, or he has somebody he loves, or whatever name you call it, so that he will live long. Where he has people who will also go and inquire on his behalf. He has a mommy in the Lord, daddy in the Lord. He has native doctors and everyone that will tell him that you are the cause, which you are the cause. Or you think he will come down to beg you for what he doesn't understand. After all, he married you and keep you in the house. Why should things be hard for him simply because he got married to you? He will get angry. That is the first thought. He will get angry and he wouldn't want to have anything to do with you. Think. Make use of your head. Or you might think you can, after all, it doesn't matter if you push me, you're going. I know you don't understand the psychological effects that it will have on you. And that eventually you tell yourself that, you will begin to tell yourself that you're not good enough for any man. Love is not for me. I don't know why no man can love me. I don't know why. It's because you did not cross all your T's and dot all your I's from the beginning. You didn't. Or you just feel that you have the power to do whatever you need to do and men will begin to bow for you. Or you think because you are raising one, your husband will not look at another skirt. Or you think because you are a pastor, a prophetess, oh, your husband, your men dare not look anywhere else. Sorry, it's your name. It will happen. And what betide you if that man dies? You're going to send get brothers and sisters. Hey, Agena sisi na meridia ye tambele. 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 You might love him, but it's not good enough for you. Our love is acidic, is toxic, is dangerous. Yes. A lot of men knows this. They will admire you from a distance. They will love you from a distance. They won't want to have anything to do with you. Not because you are evil, because there is something about you that must not be crossed. The crust I'm talking about is that must not be made angry. That must not be made to think, to have a heartbreak. There are men that knows what I'm talking about. But you as a woman know what I'm talking about. The answer is no. You don't. You don't want to know. You don't care to know. But you will know eventually one day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you still have questions, you have things, please just go straight to the comment section and drop it there. I will answer you. Okay, out of all the things people said to me on YouTube here, these are the few I decided to treat today. I'll still be touching some of them. If there are things you need me to talk about that is bothering you, okay, I can talk about it. I won't mention your name. I will use it as a case study so that others will learn, so that I too can learn. My name is Esther Marina. My name is Yoko. Please, if you want to support me here at Illumina Discovery Temple Center, please just go ahead and do that. I need all the support I can get. Yes. Just comment on the comment section. I can send you my number, my account details. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.